Today we will talk about spoken English, in which almost everyone's condition is tight or critical. Jumping from the fourth or fifth floor seems easy, but if someone stands in front of you and starts talking in English fluently, we all start sweating. And such kind of dialogues utters from our mouth that British have gone but left English behind. In today's hi-fi world, even the dream job is for one person whose English is good. In today's world where English is prevalent everywhere, even the hotel waiters are very fluent in their English language. So in this video is going to be super amazing, because in this video I am going to share five wonderful or amazing tips which will enhance your capability to speak English, and I can guarantee that your English spoken skills and your speaking English skills will be much more better than they are now. This video is going to be helpful from children to old people, because in today's world no one's work stops without English. But in the world of globalization, where everyone's attention is diverted towards the usage of smartphones and laptops, the whole world has shrunk to mobile phones and laptops, where our youth are traveling abroad, where people are developing their business outside their own country, where students are going abroad for education. Then the urgent need of speaking English becomes much more important, because now speaking English is the order of the day. If you want to get progress in your business, in your education, in your communication, in everyone's, if you want to connect with the rest of the world, what you need to have a good command over English. But the problem is that, friends, we can understand English but we can't speak. Here I don't condemn, here I don't find fault with you. It is not the fault of the students, it is not the fault of the non-native speakers. Rather, the fault lies with our educational system, where there is no place for spoken English, where there is no practice of speaking English, where there is no exposure for the students to speak English. There is old and traditional and rotten system of education. Whole concentration is on doing masters on grammar. We get fluency in grammar. We know all the rules. We mastered all the rules, but we are unable to speak or even to structure a proper sentence in English. Because what was the methodology? To read and to memorize the textbook, question answers, and a bunch of vocabulary, a lot of grammar rules, and then to cram them and to memorize them for passing the test or to get good marks in the test. That is the situation of our educational system, and where there is no practice for your spoken skills. Now in today's video I have felt this urgent need to give you a 5 tips formula to enhance your speaking capability. In this category, number 1 point which I discussed for the first time and in my most of the videos is that you should focus on listening. If you want to speak better, if you want to learn English better, you have to listen more. Because you might have observed that when a child is born, we do not give him grammar book, we do not hire specialized teachers, we do not give him an online English course, the best one English course. No, we do not provide him. Then what is the process of a child to learn any language? If a child is born in Punjabi culture, he speaks Punjabi language. If a child is born in a In a Bangladeshi culture, he starts speaking Bangladeshi. If a child is born in French culture, naturally he develops the habit to speak French. We have to adopt the same formula, the same approach of the child to learn English language. But here the condition is reverse. Our whole attention is on the textbook and on utilizing our eyes rather than the ears. What we have done in our educational system, we have utilized our eyes to read the books, to watch whatever the teacher is writing on the board. And teacher will explain, and teacher had explained all the things in your native language, and you are learning your native language through your ears. Now you have to discard the usage of your eyes. Instead, you should use your ears, your listening skills, because the more you listen, the better, the easier it will be to speak English and to learn it in a faster mode. The second amazing tip is that make English your habit, which I call it practice. Just imagine and just assume, dear audience, if I say you that I am providing you a book of how to read or how to drive a car, or if I am giving you a book to read how to swim, and you can learn how to swim and how to ride a car just by reading books. You will think that, ma'am, are you gone mad? Are you out of your senses that you are inculcating that through reading we can learn how to drive a car, how to swim? It's not possible, because some things are not learned by just reading books. Some things are learned through practice. Until and unless we drive the car, we cannot know how to drive the car. Until and unless, first of all, we will kick unorganized feet and hand movement in the deep water. Until and unless we jump into the deep water, we do not know how to swim. We need practice. We need exposure. So how can you expect that by listening or by only watching the tips and tricks of spoken English language, you can enhance and you can start speaking English language? It doesn't matter how many tricks you know. Until and unless you start speaking, you can't be a fluent English speaker. You should stop hesitating. Do your practice. Practice as much as possible, because practice makes a man perfect. And please stop laughing at those people who are learning or who are trying to speak English language. At least they are different from the other people and they are trying. And they are doing their job good. And it is a fact that when you start a new thing, it doesn't work out well on the very first time. It takes time. Everything takes time in the beginning. And then gradually and slowly it becomes your habit. So you have to make English language as your habit. Now the problem arises here is that we know the bunch of grammar rules, we know the vocabulary, but with whom we should practice? We are always surrounded with people like ourselves. We do not know with whom we should practice. I am giving you a tremendously important app which can help you a lot. And the name of app is Cambly, where you can have tutors from all over the world, where you can have exposure to the global culture, and you can have very good discussion about your hobbies, about culture, about news, about sports, about anything else. And recently, Cambly has launched a group discussion. It means that 5 to 7 people are sitting and they are discussing about any topic. And the amazing thing is that there is non-judgmental environment. No one is judging you. No one is finding fault you, because no one knows you. So you should try not only the Cambly app but also the other apps to speak with others, to practice English, because until and unless you speak out of your mouth, you speak and you practice, you can't be a fluent English speaker. It is a misconception that by memorizing rules you can be a speaker. No, practice always makes a man perfect. Now, the third thing is that don't focus on perfection, focus on your practice, because there is no word like perfection exists in this world. You have to make practice. By practice you can be a better human being, not a perfect human being, because you can't be perfect. Even the native speakers can't be perfect. They make mistakes, they admit that they make mistakes, but they are progressing. Number 4 tip is super amazing, because now I am giving you the solution of reading, because we all are in the habit, whenever we start reading, we become yawning within 10 minutes. So what is the solution? It means that education is meant for entertainment. You should make your education, you should make your English learning as a fun. If you like sports, like cricket or any kind of sport, do listen the commentary in English language. And if you are fond of watching any kind of movie, just turn on the subtitles. You are watching your native language movie, but you should turn the English subtitles. In this way, you understand what is being said and you can read out the subtitles. And after a gradual process, after few months, what should you do? You should watch an English movie and turn on your native language subtitles. In this way you form the connectivity. When you form the connectivity, you understand the things much more better, and in this way your speaking skills, your understanding skills are enhanced, and your learning English language becomes a fun. It is not a boring task. You do not yawn, you do not get bored, and you are not exhausted or drained or tired. Rather, you are enjoying your process because you are doing the thing of your own choice. Number 5th and the final step is that, and what is the final step? Final step is that don't worry about grammar at the very beginning. Don't structure the long and complicated sentences in the beginning. Yes, don't complicate yourself. Don't entangle yourself in the web of complications. Rather, make baby steps. What is meant by baby steps? You should formulate small sentences. Yes, like, it's okay, let's have a lunch. What a great weather. Weather is great. It's sunny outside. How are you? I am doing good. What's going on? Let's have a party. Let's go outside. These small or baby steps are the initial steps to give you the habit of speaking English. It will encourage, it will boost up your confidence. Your confidence level will be on the 7th heaven, because 1,000 miles journey always starts with a single step. If you do not take the step, you can't go ahead. You have to take your first step, and these 5 steps are super amazing. And if you follow the video till the very end, you can receive that. You have to take the step. You have to focus on your listening. You have to focus on your practice. Make English as your habit. Accept your mistakes, because man learns from the mistakes. And then you have to search for your practice, not for perfection. Number 4th is that you have to find the resources which are amazing, which are a source of fun for you. And then lastly, you have to take the baby steps. Don't go for the complicated or long sentences. Don't worry about grammar, and it will be a smooth journey. And always remember this fact, that things are not going to easy in the initial stage. But if it is said that if you find something difficult, practice it as many times as you can, till the time it starts coming out easily. So with this positive note, we end this video. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much.